Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Okay, so you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 9 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with chapter solve equations, and the lessons we're going to cover today are write and solve equations that represents diagram, solve one-step linear equations, solve two-step linear equations, model and solve equations using algebra tile, and solve advanced linear equations. So let's just start with the lesson. The first one is write and solve equations that represents diagrams. Okay, write an equation that says that the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line, right? So just look at the red line equal to 15, and just look at the black line. Black line you have 3j, j and j. You have three segments on the black line, but they all have the same variable. You can collect in them. So it would be 3j plus j equals 5j. So both the lines are exactly equal. So you can say 5j equals 15. So the equation is 5j equals 15. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So just look at the red line, right? The length of the red line is 16. Now just look at the black line. Black line has two segments. They have j and j. They both are the like variables, so you can collect them. It would be then 2j. So that would be 2j equals 16, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. It is 2j equals 16. Okay, the next one is write an equation that says that the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. Combine the like terms, right? Okay, so just look at the red line. The length of the red line is, right? Now just look at the black line, right? Black line has so many segments. Let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9g equal to 5, right? Because they all have same variable and you can collect them. So it would be 9j equals 45, right? So option number 1 is the correct option. Write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line, right? So the length of the red line is 27 and the black line is divided into two parts. They are 2w and w. Just add them, so it would be 3w. So the equation is 3w equals 27. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. Combine like terms. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 2s equals 18. Option number 3 is the correct option, right? Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. Combine like terms. So the length of the red line is 6, right? And the length of the black line is, you have P and 3, right? So you can write plus 3. Got it? Because you don't have the same variables, you cannot connect them. So you can just write them as P plus 3. So the correct option is 6 equals P plus 3 is the correct option. Got it? Write an equation that says that the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which is the correct option? So which is the correct option? Just look at the black line, right? 3j, j and j, and collect them. They are the like variables. So the correct option is 5j equals 15, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is solve one-step linear equations, right? So let's just start with the lesson. So you are given with the equation that is w plus 1 equals 19.6, right? So basically, you have to isolate the variable w, right? How to isolate the variable w? You have 1 is adding here. You can move that 1 adding to the other side. When you move it other side, it would be subtracted from the other side. So it is w equals 19.6 minus 1, right? Or either you can say you need to subtract 1 from both sides, right? Yeah, whatever you have to do on one side, you have to do on both sides. So you can subtract 1 from both sides. So the 1 minus 1 is 0. You are left with just w, and 19.6 minus 1 is 18.6. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, z plus 7 equals 9, right? So you have to find the value of the z. So you need to remove that 7. So how do you remove? Just do reverse operations. 7 is opposite to 7 is opposite to opposite to addition is subtraction. That means you can subtract 9 from both sides, right? 7 minus 7 is 0. You are left with z, and 9 minus 7 is 2. Got it? So the correct option is 2. Okay, solve for k. 2k equals 2. So which is the correct option? K equals 2k equals 2, and k equals, very good, k equals 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 3.7 equals m over 4. So which is the correct option? Okay, now you have to calculate the value of m. So how do you calculate? You have 3.7 equals m over 4. 4 is dividing here, right? So do reverse operations. Opposite to multiplication is, opposite to division is multiplication. So you have to remove that 4 here. So you can multiply 4 both sides, right? So the correct option is 14.8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is f plus 11 equals 20. So which is the correct option? You need to calculate the value of f. Which is the correct option now? The correct option is 20 minus 11, right? And the correct option is 9. Okay, the correct option is 9. 2 equals w over 3. How to evaluate which is the correct option? The correct option is, yes, it is 6, right? The correct option is 6. Okay, the next one is w plus 1 equals 19.6. So which is the correct option? So the correct option is 18.6, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Solve two-step linear equations. Let's just start with the next. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the first one is w over 2 minus 1 equals 1, right? Okay, first of all, we need to remove that 1 here. So that is subtraction opposite to subtraction, right? 1 minus 1, 0. You are left with w over 2 equals 2. You need to remove that 2 from here. That means you need to multiply both sides by w. So 2 and 2 cancel out and 2 times 2 equals 4. So that means the correct option is 4. So that means the correct option is 4. Okay, the next one is 2 plus 3 equals 9. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 3, right? First, you move 3 other side. That would be 9 minus 3 is 6. So it is, okay, 1 equals p over 3 minus 1. So just do reverse operation, right? First of all, you have to add 1 both sides. 1 minus 0. You have 2 equals p over 3. Opposite to division is multiplication. That would be p equals 6. The correct option is 6. Okay, the next one is plus 2s equals 9. So which is the correct option? You have to subtract 3 both sides, right? You are left with 2s equals 6. So s equals, the correct option is 6. 3. 9 minus, yes, it is 3. The correct option is 3. So we solve for j. So how do you solve? So you have g over 2 minus plus 2, right? Opposite to addition is subtraction. 2 minus 2 makes 0. You're left with 8 over 2 equals 3. G, sorry. Move g other side, so that would be 3 times 2. The correct option is 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson self later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next one is model and solve equations using alphabet. Solve two-step link. Okay, the lesson we need to start with is model and solve equations using algebra tiles. So let's just start with the, okay, which set of equation tiles represent minus x minus 7 equals negative 14, which is the correct option? Okay, you just look at this one. You have negative 2x because you have two red, green, orange tiles and one red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, minus 14, right? So divide both sides, so it will be x equals 7. The correct option is x equals 7. Okay, let's just start with the questions. Set of algebra tiles represent the equation 3x minus 1 equals negative 25, which is the correct option. Okay, the correct option is, just look at the first one, right? You have 3 tiles for x and 1 for negative, so that is negative 3x. You have 3 tiles for x, so that is 3x. This one is negative 1 and that equals negative 25, right? Yes, A is the correct option. D is the correct option. Okay. Which set of tiles represent equation negative 6x minus 5 and equals negative 23, which is the correct option? The correct option is you have, not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is for x because they all are negative. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, and then you count this one. This is negative 23. So that equals 6x minus 5 minus 23. Got it? So the correct option is option number B is the correct option. Okay, the next one is which set of algebra tile represents x minus 6 equals negative 11. So negative tiles are represented by the red colors, right? You have x minus 6. So then you have negative 6 and then you have, so option number D is the correct option. Which set of algebra tile represents the equation negative 2x minus 3 equals negative 17? Which is the correct option? Which equation does this set of algebra tile represent? Okay, now you have the tiles, you have to decide which model it matches, right? Okay, you have only one green tile with x on it, right? That means you have just one x. Then you have 6 orange tiles. So x plus 6 equals, the orange tiles are 11. So x plus 6 equals 11. That is option number C is the correct option. Which set of algebra tile represents the equation 3x plus 3 equals 27? So which is the correct option? Correct option is option C is the correct option. Which set of algebra tile represents 3x plus 3 equals 27? So which is the correct option? Okay, the correct option is option B. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just do next lesson. The next lesson is solve advanced linear equations. Okay, the first one is 3 times x plus 2 equals 9. So basically what you have to do, 3 times x plus 2 equals 9, right? Okay, so the first thing is you have to evaluate the bracket, right? But in the bracket you have written x plus 2, you cannot add them, they're not the like terms. So you can do 3 times SDS and 3 times 2, 6. So it will be 3x plus 6 equals 9. So 3s equals 9 minus 6, 3s equals 3 and x equals 1. So you have s equals 1. The correct option is option number 1. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, z minus 16, z equals 15. So which is the correct option? Minus 15, z equals 15, right? Divide both sides by 15. The correct option is z equals negative 1. Got it? Okay, the next one is Negative 1 equals negative 3 over p. So which is the correct option? The correct is p equals 3, right? The correct option is p equals 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 3 times k plus negative 1 equals negative 12. So which option? You have to do 3k. The correct option is negative 3. Okay, v minus 15 over 2 equals 2. First of all, you have to remove that 2. So multiply both sides by 2. Opposite to division is multiplication. So divide both sides by, multiply both sides by 2. 2 cancel out, v minus 15 equals 4. Then v equals 4 plus 15 and that equals 90. So the correct option is 19. Got it? Correct option is 19. Solve for S, the correct option. 13 minus 8 is very good. That is 5s equals 5. So s equals 1. The correct option is s equals. Negative u minus 8 equals negative 4. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 12. Okay, the next one is r plus 10 over negative 1. So divide both sides by, multiply both sides by negative 1, right? So then r plus 10 equals 1. And 1 minus 10 is again negative 9. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we're working on is solve equations. The lessons we have covered are write and solve equations that represent diagrams, solve one-step linear equations, solve two-step linear equations, model and solve equations using algebra tiles, and solve advanced linear equations, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? So if you have any question, you can please ask.